This short class is an answer to a question that somebody posted in the channel, in the YouTube channel. Now, as you probably know, I try at least every day to post an idea, a concept of Judaism that can help us to grow and so on. So I'll show you what I posted a few days ago. And actually over here, you see my post and you see the original letter of the Rebbe where I got that post from. So I'll read the post to you. The Rebbe's answer to someone who inquires about a book of Segulot, magical remedies, and palm reading and so on. If you see in the original, I'll read very short, very quickly, as a response to your letter, where you write that you found the book of Segulot, of magical remedies, which is called so-and-so. The Rebbe doesn't even mention the name. And you write that you saw palm reading over there, etc. Now, the Rebbe answers like this: you should actually leave this path completely. And if you want actually really segulos, if you want magical remedies, there is one segula which has been revised and has been proved, and it is our holy Torah. And there's also the wisdom that is revised and proved, and it is the wisdom of God, God's wisdom. And they can actually come together, this godly wisdom with this Torah learning, through actually Torah learning. And together they make an amazing thing that you can actually get united to God and so on, as it is explained in Tanya in the chapter 5. And the Rebbe continues, that I was not able to put actually in the small text of the daily post. The Rebbe continues, it is already written in the Torah, you should be tamim, you should be simple, you should be holy with God your Lord. And there are those who say, this is the opinion of the Ramban, Rav Moshe ben Nachman, who lived in Spain in the 1200s, that this is one of the 613 Torah commandments. This is what I posted. And a person asked me, Rabbi, why do you think that this is so popular today? And the answer to this is actually very simple. Today we live in a generation that does not want to work. What does that mean? In a very general way, they want easy money. YouTubers, and you just post this and that, and you're going to get money. That's in a very general way. But in a more particular way, they don't want to work in themselves. People don't want to work in themselves. And therefore, they want magical remedies. They want easy ways, easy paths to success. And the truth is that if there is no effort from your part, that means you're not really working on yourself, because the idea of work is directly related to effort. And the more effort a person actually puts into what he does, the better is going to be the result. Sometimes the result is going to be money. Sometimes the result is going to be health. Very nice. Sometimes it's not going to be the result, whatever you want, but you should be sure that this is what God wants, no doubt. So therefore, again, we do live in a generation that has this disease, so to speak, of not wanting to do any effort for any result. And the way God created the world, and the way he expressed this in his holy Torah, his teachings and so on, it is that if you actually make the effort, you will get the result. You will get the reward according to the effort. But again, just to finish, sometimes the reward is going to be what you expect. But you should know that in all cases, not just sometimes, always, the result and the reward is what God is expecting from you.